Hey everyone, if you're like us, you're broke, bored, and have absolutely no creative imagination whatsoever. So that's what this video is for. Today I'm going to show you 5 crafts you can make for your dolls out of string. Yes, just string. Just string. Let's get started. First thing, jewelry. From belts to bracelets, necklaces, and probably even earrings. Jewelry is the number one thing you can make with string. Humans use it to make jewelry, so why can't dolls use it to make jewelry? Here's an example of a bracelet I made from just a piece of elastic cording and a bead. Here is a belt inspired by Leah Clark that I found on Doll Diaries. Of course, the bag isn't as nice. And in addition to that, you could make countless necklaces and even matching friendship bracelets for your dolls. Pet leashes. Of course, I know that American Girl sells pet leashes now, but there was a time when they did not sell pet leashes. Additionally, you may not have enough money to afford to purchase the leashes, but that's what string is for. This is Argos, and today I'm going to be showing you how to make a collar for him, or any other dog. That's the best thing about this project. American Girl's leashes only fit a certain type of dog. These leashes could fit any dog. So what you're going to do is measure around your dog's neck and leave a little bit for a tie-off. Then cut. Be sure to tie it off. You could add a charm or a bead here if you want. Now, if you're creative enough, you could probably find some way to clasp this, but if you tie it, it's going to be really easy to remove. And now, of course, you can have a collar. But that's a bit of a boring, basic collar, and it looks just like string tied around his neck, because that's exactly what it is. So instead, we are going to make a leash. So the first thing you're going to do is take the end of your string and fold it over your doll's hand. Fold it over your doll's hand to measure. And then you can either glue, or in this case, I'll be tying just for time purposes. Glue, tape, or tie the handle so that the leash will fit your doll's hand. Like that. Next, measure. Take your doll, put her next to the dog, and measure from an outstretched hand down to the collar. And you might want to add a little bit of extra room so that the dog can run around. And of course, more extra room to tie this onto the dog's collar. Next, just simply tie this in the knot with the collar. Ooh. I'm so sorry, this string is very bad at tying. Then just tie the string around your dog's collar. And there we go. Now, of course, you could always spice this up. Put beads on it, put charms on it, and it's going to make it look much better than the basic thing I have right here. But eventually, you will have your very own little dog leash. Another thing string is good for, food. Obviously not food to eat, but doll-sized food. Now, you're probably wondering how this works, and let me tell you, it's very easy. If you look around your world, there are plenty of foods that are stringy. There is spaghetti, which you could make out of yellow string. You could also make a taco and have the lettuce and onions, maybe, be string. If you get creative with it, there are a lot of things you can use string for. Next up, we have Molly modeling some hair accessories made out of string. String can make a variety of hair accessories, mostly hair ribbons and hair ties. If you don't have enough money to purchase any of the hair accessory kits from American Girl, or if your doll was not Molly or Kaya and didn't come with any hair accessories, string is a great alternative. Just make sure not to leave it on your doll's hair too long. It could either crimp their hair or the dyes may transfer. And finally, I have Emily here to demonstrate how to make earbuds for your dolls out of string. Now, beads, like the dog leash craft, beads are optional for this, but I will show you a way to do these without beads. So, first thing you're going to want to do is untangle your string. First, take your string and ball up a little extra at the end to represent the actual earbud. It doesn't matter how much, just about the size of your doll's ear. Then pinch right at the end of that and put that against your doll's ear and measure down how far you'd like the earbud cord to go. And maybe add a little extra for, you know, the actual part that connects to the phone or music player. Then cut, and cut an identical one next to it. So here we have two identical strings. Now the next thing you're going to want to do is kind of complicated. I'm going to use tape for time, but I'd rather that you use glue. All you have to do to make an earbud, if you aren't going to be using beads, is take the end of your string, coil it very tightly to the size of your doll's ear. About like that. And then, as I said, for the sake of time, I'll be using tape, but you should use glue or Mod Podge if you'd like this to actually stick. And then, of course, you have that. You can put that in your doll's ear and do the same to the other string. Then attach the two strings at that point. So once you've done that to both strings, you are going to place them on your doll's ears and measure to find the point where you would like them to connect. And put a dab of tape or glue right there. And then you could either glue or let this piece just as it is. And if you wanted to, you could find a little piece of plastic, maybe, from an old pair of headphones that doesn't work anymore. Make sure they don't work. And put it on the bottom, and that is how to make doll-sized earbuds. Those were all the crafts. Thank you for watching. If you have any other suggestions for simple craft tutorials like this, please leave them in the comments below. Goodbye.